Welcome to Durham County Memorial Stadium for a South Atlantic Division PDL matchup between the hometown Tobacco Road FC and the visiting Charlotte Eagles. I'm Jacob Turner. Alongside me, my good mate Jamie Patel. Looking forward to a great night of soccer. The opening lineups, the starting 11s for both teams, starting with the visiting Charlotte Eagles. In goal, James Pyle, Douglas Oliveira, number 4, number 13, Gio Barajano, number 14, Danny Sia, and number 22, Hazley Pyle, are the defense for the Charlotte Eagles. In the midfield, Kelvin Omandi, number 7, number 12, Lindsey Moreland, Mutaya Mwape, number 17, and David Koloko, number 42, round out the midfield for the Charlotte Eagles, with Ryan Williams, number 8, and number 19, João Costa, leading the line. For the hometown Tobacco Road, in goal, Jackson Hawthorne. In defense, James Carroll, Tyler Ajavlasitis, Evan Kraus, and Jason McCartney round out the defense. Max Moser, Danny Davis, James Carroll, and German Mendoza, with Eli Gardner, Alan Wynn, and Jonathan Ray leading the line tonight. Jamie, what are you most looking forward to tonight? Got two good teams tonight. Charlotte Eagles first in the division. Tobacco Road sitting in 5th right now. What are you looking forward to most in this matchup?
Well, both of these teams really need to win. This is a very pivotal match for both sides. Charlotte Eagles can continue their winning ways here tonight if they get a win on the road. It would be a very important win. Being away from home, it's important that you at least get a draw out of those games, and getting a win is vitally important. You don't have the home crowd advantage in your unfamiliar settings, and the home team is usually the team that sets the tone for the night and usually goes for it. And for Tobacco Road, they really need to get a win after what was a disappointing and frustrating performance against the Myrtle Beach Mutiny. And a great way to respond to that is to get a win at another home game as well. So for them, they've got to start the match early on a positive start here, as they have.
As they definitely have, is Tobacco Road pushing deep into Charlotte Eagles territory right off the off. Does it look like a certain foul there as the Tobacco Road bench complains down there? But that's not to be. Good run there from Danny Davis down the right side.
Yeah, it looked like he went over a bit easily there. Looked like he lost the ball and then was possibly shoved over, but to be fair, he had already lost the ball, so referee in every right mind there to not give the foul for Tobacco Road.
Number 17, Mutaya Mwape loses that ball out of bounds. Could be Tyler Ajavlasitis with the throw-in for Tobacco Road. Kraus on the ball, starting in center back. Started on the right back last week, was moved over after an injury. And Jamie, last week the Myrtle Beach Mutiny, a very physical team. Looking at this Charlotte Eagles team, doesn't seem to be as tall or as pose as many physical threats as the Mutiny did last week. Do you think that's something that the Tobacco Road will be looking to focus on? I think that was something they really struggled with dealing with last week. I think they just weren't really able to deal with their physical prowess. So do you think Tobacco Road is going to have a lot better shot against this Eagles team, considering the fact that they're not as physical and a little bit similar to the Dynamo team that they had a 4-0 victory, obviously a little bit better, sitting in first place in the division right now. But what do you think is going to be the biggest factor in winning this game for Tobacco Road? The midfield, defense, forward, what are you looking most forward to?
Like you said, Tobacco Road definitely have the height and physicality advantage over the Charlotte Eagles, who may be a bit more technical than Tobacco Road, but Tobacco Road to me seem more like a balanced side, technically able and physically strong. You look at the players like Alan Wynn and John Ray, who looked quite brilliant in the first 3 matches of the season, coming into this 4th one, and you'd have to say it's got to be one of their main men leading the line tonight, leading by example.
foul there on Champe Mendoza in the midfield.
A little bit unnecessary there from Mendoza to give a foul away there.
Yeah, he's a very scrappy player in the midfield. Played a lot of minutes this year for Tobacco Road. João Costa on the free kick. Serves a dangerous ball into the mixer. And it's a goal. It's a goal out of nowhere for the Charlotte Eagles. Only 4 minutes into the match. And that was totally against the run of play. Tobacco Road had some solid possession, and it's a very scrappy goal as the Tobacco Road players are complaining with each other. They're not happy with that. And 1-0 Charlotte Eagles, and Tobacco Road finds themselves in a very similar position to last week.
Well, like I said, Champe Mendoza gives away an unnecessary free kick, and the delivery wasn't the best from João Costa, but it deflected and pinballed around, and eventually the forward managed to get a shot on target, but it deflected wildly, and Hawthorne, you could hear him from up here. He knew that ball was going past him once it deflected. He couldn't reach that one, and the Eagles, you could say against the run of play, take the lead.
Oh yeah, certainly I think a little bit against the run of play. Still not sure who poked that one in. It was a bit of a scrappy goal right there. I'm sure Jackson Hawthorne won't be too pleased with himself. Certainly wasn't his fault on that goal, but a ball I think he would have looked to save as that ball just trickled in very slowly.
Now that's 2 matches in a row where Tobacco Road had probably the worst possible start, conceding within the first few minutes. Very different from the first 2 matches in the season. Away at North Carolina, they scored early, and then in the home opener against the Carolina Dynamo, they're the ones who opened the scoring late, midway through the first half. So Tobacco Road maybe in a bit of a slump starting games out. They need to start putting on the pressure and not conceding so early.
Definitely, it's been a disappointing opening, at least disappointing from Tobacco Road's perspective in the last 2 games. Starting the matches just haven't started off well at all.
But all credit to the Charlotte Eagles on their part. They did well to take the opportunity and at least get a shot on target that deflected their way. And you need a bit of luck in these games. It's not all about skill. Skill's not going to win you the day every time. You're going to need a bit of luck sometimes.
Eli Garner applying the pressure down there. It's like a goal kick for the Charlotte Eagles. The referee has some words with Gardner. And they're going to need a big game out of Gardner. And really all their attackers have, I guess we could say they've struggled a little bit in the past few games. Not necessarily getting in the final third, but having that final product to put the ball in the back of the net.
And Tobacco Road really just need to keep their head here. And there's no need for Eli Garner to kick the ball away there. And that's surely what the referee was having a word with him about. Just delaying play there out of frustration. But they have to be composed, otherwise they're going to suffer tonight, and the Charlotte Eagles may pounce on that.
Yeah, the Charlotte Eagles definitely looking the more aggressive side to start the game, especially up top. Good bit of skill there.
There's a little bit of in-state pride on stake in this match. I know, we're not talking like the likes of North Carolina Football Club and the Charlotte Independents, but there is a lot of pride within the state amongst the people here, and this match is important. I mean, it's Charlotte versus Durham, so it's definitely a test between who's the better team in the state. So, and they have the likes of NCFC under 23s as well as the Carolina Dynamo. So for these players, it may be a test and a bit of bragging rights for them to win this match tonight.
Certainly only about 3 hours separating Durham and Charlotte as number 17, Jonathan Ray, gets a great cross into the box. It's cleared out. Number 42, David Coloco, calm in possession there for the Charlotte Eagles. That was almost a decent opportunity for Tobacco Road with Jonathan Ray, one of the best attacking threats all year for Tobacco Road. Not surprised to see him whipping that ball in the box.
Yeah, good ball in from him, and Champe Mendoza almost got on the end of that ball, but the defender was there to deal with the danger as they come forward here again, Tobacco Road.
Great ball by Ajavlitis. Oh, just over the crossbar from Alan Lynn. Great bit of skill there. from Jonathan Ray to get that ball to Wynn in the first place. Thought he might have a shot on target himself, but a little bit of unselfish play there from Wynn. Just put it over the crossbar. He's been a prolific striker this season, scoring last game, and he gets the dynamo. Another opportunity goes just over the top of the crossbar for Tobacco Road.
And for me, you'd have to say that is a bit of an opportunity wasted. I think Jonathan Ray could have had a shot on goal himself there, but unselfish to provide it for Alan Wynn to have a go, and he could have done a bit better and at least put it on target. But for me, Ray possibly would have been better off taking the shot himself there, but there will be more chances here. It's only A's, Phil, so far for Tobacco Road.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Jamie. I think I was a little bit surprised not to see Jonathan Ray have a shot himself. Very talented player. Been, like we've said a couple times throughout this broadcast so far, he's been the Tobacco Road's probably their most threatening player up top all year. They need him to, besides Alan Wynn, who's been chipping in the goals, but Jonathan Ray's provided a lot of great service to his teammates this year, and he'll be looking to make an impact on this game as the Charlotte Eagles look to catch Tobacco Road on the break. Good bit of defensive work by Vlasitis right there. It's like a free kick for the, oh, never mind, a throw-in for the Eagles. The referee having a couple of words with Jonathan Ray, and I know last week we saw a frustrated Jonathan Ray with the referees. Had a couple of moments in the game where he had some choice words for the refs. Felt like he was getting fouled a little bit, and finds himself in the same situation again.
Yeah, the referee looks like he's trying to stamp things out. Maybe he had a word with the referee from the last time out Tobacco Road, when Tobacco Road took on the Myrtle Beach Mutiny. He may have had a word with that particular referee about what to take note of and how to handle the situations with this Tobacco Road team, and may have heard a few things from him about Jonathan Ray and how he's a very passionate forward, and he'll challenge every call. So he's got his handful tonight, the referee, but so far he's done a...
Yeah, really like how you put that, a very passionate player. You can tell how much he loves the game. And great turn there from James Carroll, the captain. Looks like he's taking a little bit more of a midfield role. We've seen him playing it right back most of the season. Looks like they're putting the captain, James Carroll, into the midfield now. A little bit of a holding role, a little bit of a switch from head coach Cedric Burt. As that's one back by Kevin Almundi.
Not sure that's a foul there from Kraus.
Yeah, Kraus just putting some pressure on number 8, Ryan Williams, for the Eagles. That's a free kick. And once again, we see João Costa, their leading goal scorer, had a hat trick in their first game against the Wilmington Hammerheads. See if he can deliver another great ball. But that one just rolls out of play. I'm sure Costa will be a little bit disappointed with himself after his free kick led to the first goal in just under 4 minutes to play. Totally against the run of play for the Eagles. A scrappy goal, and like we said earlier, Tobacco Road finds themselves behind early again. Something they've getting a little all too familiar with in recent weeks.
Yeah, a little bit of a flat delivery there from João Costa. Not as good as the first one wasn't very good either, but not quite what the Charlotte Eagles wanted. Try and double the lead.
James Carroll pings that out wide. Free kick quickly to Ray. Ray looking to... Wasn't originally in the starting lineup tonight. Deakaza is Alan Wynn with a great through ball to number 18. And that ball is cleared. Great bit of defending by number 42, David Coloco, for the Eagles.
Looks like they wanted a handball.
And it looks like they'll get it. It's like a free kick for Tobacco Road.
It looked like initially they were calling for a penalty, but it looked like the ball through from Alan Wynn to Eli Garner was handled on the way through, probably outside of the box, or has the referee given a free kick out wide here? Not sure what's going on, but yeah, nonetheless, he has given the set piece to Tobacco Road. Yeah, it looks like Jonathan Ray will be taking this free kick. Maybe not the free kick Tobacco Road wanted, but nonetheless, great ball by Ray into the mixer.
That ball is cleared not very far, straight to Mendoza. Before you see David Coloco with another bit of defensive work in the midfield. He's seen a lot of touches early for this Charlotte Eagles team.
There's a good, strong challenge there from, I believe it was Asher Vlastis. Eagles looking like a bit out of their element here after taking the early lead. And Tobacco Road just settling in a bit more, playing a bit more possession. And they've been creating more of the chances since the opening goal from the away side.
Deyakaza with a throw-in. Chooses to go long to Eli Gardner. Another throw-in for Tobacco Road. As they've really put a foothold in this match after that early goal from Charlotte. Definitely controlling the possession since then. Is that a little bit of dangerous pass there from Kraus as he tries to win it back. And now Costa's on the break for Charlotte. Number 8, Ryan Williams. Looks for a man in the middle. Coloco. Monday. Great ball into the middle. Oh, how did he miss that? Ryan Williams misses a sitter, the captain. That looked like an easy tap in for the forward.
Unbelievable. Taking their chances, and they surely haven't there. That was a brilliant opportunity. Point blank range. All they had to do was stick it in the back of the net, Jacob, and he put it back across goal.
That should certainly, and I'm sure Ryan Williams would say the same thing, that should certainly be 2-0 to the Eagles. With just 15 minutes in, and that was very poor defending from Tobacco Road there. Not sure if Kraus and McCartney, the two center backs for Tobacco Road, got confused on that play, but Williams was wide open. But we see how dangerous the Eagles can be on the counterattack as they were there.
What a chance that was to double the lead and really destroy any momentum that Tobacco Road had.
Yeah, a goal there would have certainly changed the outlook of this game and forced Tobacco Road really to chase even more than they already have to. As number 19, João Costa tries to keep that ball in, but it looks like a goal kick for Jackson Hawthorne.
There's some good defending there from Evan Kraus. Do well to hold off the dangerous João Costa.
And speaking of Kraus, started as a right back last week. Tobacco Road's center defenders got injured early in the match, and Kraus was forced to move into the center back beside McCartney. McCartney's played every single minute for Tobacco Road so far this year in the PDL, so hopefully they could sort it out, as they didn't have the best of games last week, and I'm sure they would say the same, letting up 3 goals to a talented Mutiny team that just physically dominated them last week. But I don't think that's going to be the case today, as this Charlotte Eagles team is not even close to as physically dominant as the Mutiny were last week. That's another touch in the midfield for Coloco, who's seen a lot of the ball. As Jonathan Ray doesn't agree with that one. There's a foul on Lindsey Moreland in the midfield. Looks like Moreland and Ray might have had a few words for each other there. Certain foul, though, from Ray. Just a little bit too aggressive from him. But I'm sure, Jamie, you can appreciate that aggression. Always love to see guys getting after it, and Ray is certainly one of those players.
Yeah, Ray definitely pressing in getting in the minds of the Charlotte Eagle players, just trying to agitate them and maybe cause them to, commit to a rash challenge or not want to face up against him as he's driving forward. But he hasn't had too many chances so far, Jonathan Ray.
It's a good run there from Mutaya Muape, number 17, as he looks to take the corner for the Eagles. They've already scored off a set piece today, so I'm sure Tobacco Road will be a little bit nervous going to this one. Just maybe fell asleep on the last free kick. Wape with a great ball into the middle. Number 7, Kelvin Omundi with the header, just goes over the crossbar. Omundi, not the tallest player in the world, so that was always going to be a little bit difficult for him. And it looks like Oh, Mundy is switched to this left side now. He started off as the right winger. A little bit of tactical change for the Charlotte Eagles manager there.
There's good pressure there from the Eagles to win that ball back, and here they are again.
Great bit of defensive work from Kraus there to get that ball clear. Danny Davis, Vlasitis. Mendoza applies the pressure, trying to win that back. That ball runs just out of play. David Coloco with another touch on the ball. Seen a lot of action today. It's like the holding midfielder for the Charlotte Eagles, just sitting in front of that back forward, number 42. As Vlasitis takes the throw in.
Interesting to see no ball boys or girls out here tonight. Got makeshift ones through the cameraman.
I did notice that. It's the first time this season, I think, that we haven't had ball boys or ball girls. A little bit of chasing to do, Jamie, for these players.
Bit of efficiency from the Tobacco Road management.
Might have to. We'll see how it goes this week, but as Eli Gardner looks to play a ball in over the top. Looks like he was aiming for Danny Davis there on the left wing as Davis pressures goalkeeper James Powell. University of North Carolina goalkeeper. So a little bit of about 30 minutes from here, so kind of a home game for him.
An interesting matchup as he's playing against one of his teammates, Alan Wynn, up top for Tobacco Road. Probably Tobacco Road's main threat going forward. Having scored in the last match, scoring the equaliser in that game against the Myrtle Beach Mutiny. And he scored a wonderful goal against Carolina Dynamo, a lovely dink over the keeper. Hopefully he can produce more of that tonight.
And who do you think has the bigger advantage in that matchup? Do you think it's the striker Wynn or the goalkeeper Pyle? Who do you think's gonna, have the bigger advantage going up against obviously their teammates? Who do you think's gonna, have the bigger advantage going into that matchup tonight?
Well, I haven't seen too much of Pyle tonight so far. He's not had too much to deal with, but Alan Wynn, I have seen quite a bit of him so far this season, and you'd have to say he hasn't really burst out onto the scene tonight, but just give him time and he can really do some damage.
As Hazley Pyle gives that free kick away in a dangerous area for Jonathan Ray. He has a very, very dangerous right foot on him. Likes to whip that ball in the box, and it's another opportunity for Tobacco Road here.
You can see Ray lurking, McCartney's up there, his big physical presence. He doesn't even look like he's being marked. It looks more of like a zonal marking here from the Charlotte Eagles, who might be trying to set up an offside trap.
See if Ray can put a good ball into the box. Good clearance there from the Eagles defender. It's Ray with a loose touch there. A little bit of a cheeky pullback on Costa's. Charlotte was looking to break there. Not a bad ball from Ray, just better defending from the Eagles.
Jonathan Ray's got to really watch himself here. He might even end up getting himself booked from accumulation. That's his second or third foul in this first half, and a bit unnecessary for him. They weren't in too much of a dangerous position there.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised not to see him go in the book. Like you said, that's his second or third foul tonight, and that was a very cynical foul there. He knew exactly what he was doing. Kraus on the ball. Deyakaza. A loose pass there from Kraus, just gives it away. Good pressure there from Carroll.
Key to Jonathan Ray's success is really being composed and keeping his head and not getting wound up by the opposition. He's got to be composed, and he's got to keep himself from doing anything silly tonight. So he's really dangerous when he's focused and going forward and isn't too wound up.
Yeah, as we saw Ray there, throwing his hands up wild. He didn't agree with that call. He's a fun player to watch in really every aspect of the game.
Absolutely, he's a very talented forward, and you can tell he's dedicated to the cause here for Tobacco Road and wants to do his best every game.
Yeah, he really wears his heart on his sleeve out here for Douglas Oliveira with The pass back to Pyle, who just clears it upfield. Great win there by McCartney. Might be the tallest guy on the pitch tonight. That certainly wasn't the case last week. Is Alan Wynn. Such a fast player. Oh, and Alan Wynn with the shot right at Pyle, his teammate at UNC. Looks like it's 1-0 to Pyle right now in that matchup.
Lovely burst of pace there from Alan Wynn to get himself into a position to have a go at Pyle, but shot was a bit weak and the angle was against him.
Not the greatest clearance there by Pyle. Ray gets a foot on it. Good win there by Costa up top. A few inches shorter than McCartney, who was marking him, but still managed to win that header. It's like a Charlotte Eagles throw-in on this left side in Tobacco Road territory. Hey, Jamie, what are your thoughts on the game so far?
Well, after the Eagles took the early lead, both sides are really settled in here. Not too many clear-cut chances, apart from that one from the Eagles again. Ryan Williams missing from point-blank range, and Alan Wynn putting the ball over the top of the crossbar for Tobacco Road. Tobacco Road look like the more dangerous side, but don't put it past Charlotte to get second here late in the first half.
As Eli Gardner makes a strong run into the box. Good defending there. Number 14, Danny Sia for the Eagles to clean that one up. Looked like Eli Gardner might have been in there and had an opportunity on goal.
Great defending from Danny Sia, and he was in there. It looks like Jonathan Ray's going to go into the book for that.
And he does not agree with that, and I'm not sure if I agree with that either, Jamie. He looked like it was is he giving him a card for a handball there? It looks like that's what he called.
Well, it's got to be accumulation. That's probably his fourth foul in this first half, and a handball is a bit of a cynical one. He did throw his arms up. Whether it was intentional or not is a different story, but the fact that he's fouled 4 times now has got to be the reason why the referee's put him in the book here.
See Alan Wynn coming over there for Ray. Just telling his teammate to back up a little bit. I know he's not happy with the call, but he doesn't want to get himself into even more trouble. Sitting on a yellow card only about 25 minutes into this match. Might force manager Cedric Burke to have to make a decision. You don't want to see a player like Ray get sent off and take this team down to 10 men, because like we've said all game, Ray is certainly not a guy who's going to hold his emotions in, and that might be one of the reasons why the referee felt like he needed to give a card out, try to keep the forward in check. So he wins another header.
Now Jonathan Ray really has to take that yellow card seriously. He does not want to get sent off here. And knowing how aggressive of a player he is, how passionate he is going to go in for those 50-50 challenges. He just needs to be cautious and wary that he is carrying that booking, and a second surely would be a second yellow.
As Eli Gardner wins that physical battle, has a shot on target. Great save by James Pyle. A great run by Gardner to get a shot off. It didn't look like he was going to be able to do that. But a great physical battle, a great physical win, and got another corner kick for Tobacco Road.
It was a good ball forward for Eli Gardner to latch onto, and he nearly ran out of real estate there, but managed to get some sort of effort on target and wins Tobacco Road a corner.
Jonathan Ray should take the corner kick. Really the dead ball specialist for all Tobacco Road free kicks. So referee having some words with some players in the box. See if Ray can whip this in. Oh, it doesn't even get past the front post. He'll be disappointed with that one. Now the Eagles are on a counterattack. That's Costa. Great move by Costa. 1v1. Great bit of unselfish play. Kevin Olmundy with the easy tap-in goal. That's a classic counterattack from the Charlotte Eagles there, Jamie. What a great goal.
And it's been said multiple times, over and over again. How many times you heard it before? You got to beat the first man with the corner. if you're going to deliver that ball, you have to beat that first man. Otherwise, you're in real danger of a counter-attack if the other team gets possession of that ball. And the Eagles used it to devastating effect there as Ray's poor ball in was latched onto by the defenders and pushed forward for João Costa to run into acres of space there, lays it across to his teammate Omondi, and it's a calm and cool finish into an empty net. Nothing Jackson Hawthorne could really do there about that. James Carroll could have been sold easily there from João Costa, you could say. But the Eagles are deservedly in front by 2 goals here.
Not surprised to see João Costa with the assist either. That's 4 goals on the season for him already. And he adds another assist. He's had a very prolific season. One of the most prolific strikers in the South Atlantic Division in this PDL. As he made a great run and a great move. And a guy like him who scored 4 goals on the season, I thought he was going to have a shot on goal, but that's very unselfish play to lay that ball off for Amundi, who really had nothing to do there besides tap the ball.
It's very good play from João Costa. He was aware of who was with him and was very unselfish. The angle was a bit tight for him to have a go at goal, but he surely could have finished that, but chose the better option there to play it straight for a tap-in into the empty net from Amundi. But Tobacco Road have it all against them now and have surely a mountain to climb, but nevertheless 2-0 is the most dangerous lead in football, and Tobacco Road are surely not out of this one yet.
Just under 15 and a half minutes to play in this first half as Jonathan Ray looks to take the throw in for Tobacco Road, who find themselves 2-0 down. As Alan Wing gets a great header into the mixer, but that's cleared. Great bit of defending there from the Eagles. And they might have numbers again on the counterattack as Costa takes the ball. Mwape. Great little turn there from Mwape. Mwape on the ball. Barano with the cross. And that's another goal for the Charlotte Eagles. And guess who it is again? Kelvin Omondi with another finish. That's 2 goals for him in less than 5 minutes, Jamie.
Unbelievable. Tobacco Road have collapsed. Just complete lack of awareness of who's in the box, not marking the men, not committing to the challenges and letting players get free into space. And you'd have to say it's very disappointing from Tobacco Road to be 3-0 down in the first half. They've got even a bigger mountain to climb here. But we've seen crazy things in football. Let's hope they can turn this around.
And this is certainly not what we expected going into the game. I don't think Tobacco Road had any expectations of this either. A 3-0 in the first half. They just haven't been able to deal with those devastating counterattacks the Charlotte Eagles have put together so far today. As Danny Davis looks to get on the ball, but looks like the referee calls that one back. Might have been another foul on Ray, who's really going to have to watch himself now. It's his 4th or 5th foul of the half, and he's already on a yellow card. But Jamie, this Tobacco Road team, that's now 6 goals in the past 2 weeks. What do you think's been some of the problems for them in their recent struggles, as they were so deadly in front of goal and so solid in defense in the beginning of the season?
Well, I think they were just caught by surprise, but they surely shouldn't be surprised with one of the teams that are top of the league here. They should expect devastating attacking play from the Charlotte Eagles, who put, 6 past the Wilmington Navigators.
Yeah, certainly not a team that's shy in scoring goals or shy of goal scorers. And Costa has really been at the head of all these goals today. Has looked very dangerous when he gets the ball, especially on the counter. He's so devastating and so fast on the ball. As Costa looks to have a shot. Great block there by Carroll. Just anticipated that play very well as Deyakaza looks to clear.
And you'd have to say that Tobacco Road are a bit unlucky with the first goal and the third goal there. Both massive deflections involved in them, and as the Costa goes down there. bit of an unnecessarily strong challenge there from Champe Mendoza, who hasn't really dictated play as much in this game so far.
Certainly not. Players really accustomed to controlling the game from the midfield, but Tobacco Road has certainly been second best today as Costa looks to whip another ball into the box. An open header. Offsides on the play, but he was wide open in the center of the box, and Tobacco Road, sigh of relief there. That could have been 4-0.
Could easily have been a goal there for the Charlotte Eagles, but just ran a bit astray there. Did the Charlotte Eagles forward.
I believe that was Hazley Pyle, the defender on that header.
That was a good ball in, but and a clever bit of play from him to get a backwards header on goal, but straight offside, and the right decision from the linesman.
Little confusion here. Looks like we got an injury. Number 42, David Coloco. Just getting looked at right now. One of the Charlotte Eagles trainers. Hopefully he's all right. Looks like his left leg. Not sure what happened on the play, but an injury nonetheless, and hopefully he'll be able to continue, but looks like he's signaling to his coach that he does need a substitution, David Coloco, and that's a little bit of a blow for the Charlotte Eagles. He's been one of their most prolific players today so far. He's had a lot of touches on the ball sitting in front of that Eagles back line.
Well, Tobacco Road, if they're 3-0 down and they have to pick their heads up here, they're going to find some sort of inspiration to carry on in this match. Otherwise, this could get into a real hammering for them.
Certainly could. It looks like number 3, Curran Page, is set to come on for the Charlotte Eagles, replacing Coloco. The University of Pittsburgh defender. Looks like he's going to go straight into that defensive midfield spot that Coloco had been playing all game. He has a couple of words with his teammates in the middle, just sorting some tactical stuff out. But yeah, this Tobacco Road team certainly was not expecting this. 3-0 down, just under 10 minutes to go in this first half as Jackson Hawthorne takes the goal kick. Mendoza wins the header in the midfield for Tobacco Road. Danny Davis now on the ball. He loses the ball. Number 13, Gio Barajano.
Good strength from McCartney there.
Yeah, great bit of composed play from McCartney as Tobacco Road gives it off quickly. Ryan Williams, the captain. Great ball into the box as McCartney. Even better defensive work there to clean that up. As Aja Vlasitis just kicks that one out of bounds. Another throw in for the Eagles. And another opportunity for the Eagles as well. If it wasn't for McCartney there, it looks like they could have had another shot on goal.
The Charlotte Eagles side is just pressuring the Tobacco Road side, and they just can't seem to deal with it. This high pressure is causing them to make mistakes, force the error, and the Eagles are doing it to well effect here to frustrate the home side.
Yeah, the Charlotte Eagles have just looked a little bit better than Tobacco Road in really every facet of the game. Have kept the ball a lot better. Have put their chances away when they've got them. And I'm sure Alan Wynn will be regretting putting that early strike he had in the first half. It'd be a regret that he didn't be able to put that one in the back of the net. Is Kevin L. Mundy with a great bit of physical play and an even better move right there as he crosses the ball into the box. Wape. Page with the shot. Costa. Great bit of skill to get a turn there and a shot off, but good defending there from McCartney as well as Ray looks to go on the counter.
He's done well to keep that one in.
Yes, he has. Oh, as he just loses it. Great bit of defending there from Douglas Olivier. He's looked very solid back there tonight. As Page gives it right back to Kraus.
Tobacco Road looking a little bit shaky here, but they are are starting to find a bit more of a foothold now. They know they need to get a goal soon and quick. Hopefully, one goal before the half definitely changes this game.
Deyakaza with the throw-in for Tobacco Road. The referee tells him to back up a little bit. Still not liking what he sees the referee. It's an interesting battle down there between Ray and Hazley Pyle.
Ray's doing a good job of not reacting to Pyle's bit of shirt grabbing and pulling, but that might pay off for him if he manages to get the better of the defender. Could win a foul or a dangerous opportunity for Tobacco Road.
James Pyle looks to take this goal kick for the Eagles, who find themselves 3-0 up. Almost 5.5 minutes to play in this first half in Durham, North Carolina. Good win there by Deyakaza. Unlucky to see that ball go out of bounds. Looks like he was looking for Eli Gardner on that header.
Bit of an unsung hero is Eli Gardner. He's looked a bit dangerous tonight, but surely not as dangerous as he has been in the past few matches for Tobacco Road.
Yeah, and I think the same could really be said about all of these Tobacco Road attackers. Is they really started the same attacking lineup as they did last game. They just haven't been able to get anything going. Costa with a... It looks like the referee's calling a foul there.
That's offside.
That was offsides. I thought they might have called a foul on Carroll, who... Like, he got kicked pretty hard, man. Holding his chest right now. You could hear that collision from up here, and hopefully he's all right, the captain. Good call. Good call from the linesman, though. I think that was certainly offsides.
Interesting to not see Teddy Mullen in that midfield. He really runs that midfield with Champe Mendoza alongside him. And maybe he's picked up a knock or he's not fit, but the absence of Mullen is definitely showing tonight.
It's Alan Wynn. Great bit of skill to get past his marker. How's Vlasitis? Looks for Mendoza on the ball, but just a little bit too much on that as that ball rolls out of bounds behind the goal for a goal kick. But a little bit better there from Tobacco Road as they were able to put some passes together as Wynn broke down that left side. We saw him do that a lot last game. He's one of the fastest players on the pitch.
Definitely, and I think that ball from Ajay Velasitis was just hit well too hard for anyone to get on the end of that. Just better delivery into the box, and Tobacco Road can finish their chances as we have seen before this season.
Pyle with a boot just past the 50-yard line.
Now it's Tobacco Road applying the pressure here as they learned early on that Charlotte aren't going to give them a minute of space to play the ball around. Like, they like to knock it around here at Durham County Memorial Stadium.
Costa on the ball. Great flick there from Costa to get right over Mendoza's head. That's a great bit of skill from the forward. Number 7, Kelvin O'Mundy is on the ball.
Bit of Brazilian brilliance there from João Costa.
Oh, that was a beautiful bit of play there. Beautiful bit of skill there from the attacker. Is that a penalty kick? The referee has given a penalty kick for the foul on Evan Krause on Costa. But take nothing away from Costa. He has been such a threat all over the pitch tonight. It looks like the substitute, Curran Page, is going to take this penalty kick. A little bit surprised to see the substitute taking it, but certain foul there, Jamie?
I don't think that was a penalty in any stretch, but the referee has given it nonetheless, and Krause was a bit aggressive there on the challenge, but didn't look like a penalty to me. Oh, brilliant save.
Great save there from Hawthorne.
Oh.
What a save from Hawthorne, and that could change the momentum in this game. Tobacco Road needed that. 4-0 at halftime would have been almost an impossible feat. I don't care what team you are. 4-0 is a huge deficit. Hawthorne might have just kept his team's chances alive with that save. Not the greatest Penalty kick there from Page as a substitute. Didn't put it in the corner like he wanted to, but don't take nothing away from Hawthorne. That was a spectacular save from the goalkeeper.
That was an awful penalty, you'd have to say, from current Page. It didn't look like he was going to score at any moment there as he ran up to take the penalty, but a brilliant save from Hawthorne. He kept his composure and went the right way. And Tobacco Road now definitely have changed the match here as Hawthorne's save keeps them in this one. And the fans here are celebrating it like it was a goal.
Yeah, that was a huge save, to say the least, for this Tobacco Road team. It really struggled this first half to get anything going. It's Eli Gardner. James Carroll with the ball over top, looking for Danny Davis. Just a little bit too much on that. A little bit of a new position for Carroll, like we said earlier, who started right back all season for Tobacco Road and has looked very solid there, the captain, but moving into a defensive midfield role, and sure not the half he wanted to have in front of his defenses. They've almost, probably should have let in 4 goals today if it wasn't for Hawthorne with that spectacular save.
What do you think of the exclusion of Del Rosario from today's starting lineup? Do you think his performances this season have warranted him not being in the side tonight?
I'm glad you asked that question, Jamie. That's something that I found a bit surprising from the manager of Tobacco Road. I really thought that Del Rosario has been one of the most threatening players on this team, and he's definitely one of the most technically sound players on this roster. Such a talented footballer. Great attacker up front, can play multiple positions. We saw him play in the midfield last week, but I believe he was taken off early last week as well, so not sure if he maybe has a knock or if the manager's not happy with him. As Costa's in, looks to put that ball past Hawthorne. I don't know if the scoreboard going off confused him a little bit as the referee looks up here. Looks like we'll have a few more minutes of added time in this first half, but surprised to see Costa take that shot so early. I thought he had a lot more time to take the goalie one-on-one there.
Yeah, he took the shot early there, maybe trying to catch Hawthorne off guard, but it was a poor shot in the end, and Tobacco Road get away there as McCartney made a clear defensive mistake there and let João Costa in.
But back to what you were saying about Del Rosario, I am very surprised to not see him in the lineup, but I would not be surprised to see him come on in the second half, as they're going to need some kind of changes on this starting 11, because they're just not getting it done right now. As McCartney passes it to Alan Wynn. So switch field over to Kraus.
Bit of an uncharacteristic mistake there from Jason McCartney, who's looked solid so far this season. Nothing short of a top quality centre back.
Yeah, McCartney has looked definitely one of the most solid defenders on this Tobacco Road team. I think Costa's speed might have just threw him off a little bit there. He's not the fastest player in the world, McCartney, but he is very, very sound on the ball and very physical with players. Hazley Powell with the throw and finds Costa. Ryan Williams with a great bit of skill right there to turn. But that ball is cleared by De Icaza. We'll go straight back to a Charlotte Eagles defender. Page. Kraus.
A lot of loose passes here from Tobacco Road so far, and that's probably been one of their key mistakes tonight, is not being able to hold up the ball well and losing possession.
Great bit of combination there from Tobacco Road to keep that ball. It's Eli Gardner. The ball into the box. Just too long for Danny Davis, who looked to get on the end of that, but that was a great bit of combination play through the midfield. It all started with Alan Wynn, the striker, dropping in deep to receive that ball.
And that was a lovely ball in from Eli Gardner. Took the cross in early and maybe caught Ray a bit off guard there, as he just couldn't reach that, but he wasn't too far away from that one. And Tobacco Road definitely need more opportunities like that if they want to get back into this match.
Referee just peeked at his watch right there as he blows the whistle for halftime. The Charlotte Eagles with a big 3-0 lead over Tobacco Road. As we go into the break, Jamie, what are your final thoughts on this first half? Obviously not the performance Tobacco Road wanted, but from an Eagles perspective, I don't think it gets much better than that.
Well, it's definitely a disappointing performance from Tobacco Road in this first half. Caught off guard by this wonderful attacking side in the Charlotte Eagles. And their game plan has definitely come to fruition so far. But Tobacco Road need to respond here. And Cedric Burt's going to have a stern halftime team talk here. But if the Eagles continue the way they did in the first half, then Tobacco Road will have all to do here at home as well.
3-0 score as the Charlotte Eagles lead Tobacco Road FC at the break. A quick thank you to our sponsors, Roca's Welding Company from Durham and Emerge Orthopedics, as they provide the athletic trainers during games. And we'll be back just after the halftime break with more Tobacco Road FC action. Welcome back to Durham County Memorial Stadium. The Charlotte Eagles lead the Tobacco Road FC 3-0 going into the second half. I'm Jacob Turner. Alongside me, Jamie Patel. Jamie, obviously a very disappointing half. From Tobacco Road's perspective, what do you think they're going to have to do in this second half to get back into this match?
Just going to have to pile on attack, and that's going to leave them vulnerable to a counter-attack, which Charlotte Eagles have been devastating on so far. But if they want to get back in this game, they have to push forward, and they have to put that ball into the back of the net and at least get one back and get the momentum swung in their favour. Because it's been all Charlotte Eagles so far, with a few chances for Tobacco Road, but the away side have definitely been in control so far in this match.
No surprise to see Tobacco Road manager Cedric Burke making some changes at halftime, bringing on Henry Hannapel, number 24. Looks like he's playing in the midfield. And number 13, Max Moser, also coming on. Both of them replacing Evan Deakaza and Danny Davis. Not surprised to see any changes. I think this Tobacco Road team needed to switch it up. Obviously wasn't working out in the first half. Hopefully these substitutes can come in and make a real impact as Alan Wynn gets on the ball. Eli Gardner, great bit of skill there. Even better defending there from number 22, Hazley Pyle.
It was a great ball in from the captain, James Carroll, but the attackers just couldn't get on the end of that.
And once again, we see Charlotte trying to counterattack quick on this Tobacco Road as they deal with it through McCartney. As Mendoza plays it wide. Ray looks for Gardner down the wing. Douglas Oliviera, who was very solid in the first half as center back for this Eagles team, just cleans that up, and Mendoza with an errant pass towards Ray as Ray having a couple words with Mendoza, who's telling his teammates to push up and apply the pressure.
Just got to calm down a bit, Tobacco Road. They're forcing the passes too much here. Need to play a bit more short and simple and to feet rather than into a space for people to run into.
Yeah, I think that's one thing Tobacco Road got a little bit too comfortable trying to do in the first half. Just weren't really looking to combine with each other. We're looking instead to just play long balls over the top, and against a very, very good team, the first place team in the South Atlantic Conference, Charlotte Eagles, that's not going to work. This defense is very solid, and they really haven't been tested all night. As Wynn receives the ball in the midfield, one of the brightest players for Tobacco Road in the first half and really all season. Substitute Max Moser on the ball, gets his first touch of the game. A little push there from Moser. The battle of the 13s right there. The 13, Moser and Gio Barano playing on the same side. Be an interesting battle there. Let's see if Moser can come on and make an impact for this team. Tobacco Road certainly needs it. As Hawthorne plays that ball out of bounds unnecessarily as McCartney played it back to him. Didn't look like he was under any real pressure. I think he had more time than he realized.
Yeah, not sure what he was trying to do there, Jackson Hawthorne, but needless giveaway of possession there from Tobacco Road, but they're definitely trying their best to get back into this game. As you can see, they're putting on the front foot here. That was a handball.
That's got to be a handball there, as Mendoza played a very cheeky ball with the outside of his right foot, looking for Gardner. Thought that ball was destined.
Surprised that wasn't a booking there for the player. He stopped a free-throwing bit of play, and he prevented the Tobacco Road from getting into a dangerous position.
Yeah, I'm a bit surprised there too, Jamie. Is Moser with a great move. The battle of the 13s over here on this left side. And Moser wins that one, certainly. That was a great bit of skill from him.
Disappointing cross, though, at the end of that. He did well to get past this man. Maybe should have done better with his cross as well.
And Tobacco Road at this point, I don't think they care who it is. They just need a spark from somewhere. If they want to get back in this game, they're going to need to get some kind of goal early to really change the momentum, as the Eagles look very comfortable in the first half, and we played just 5 minutes in this second half, but no real threats from either team. The Eagles still looking very much in control as Mendoza wins that ball in the midfield.
May have to get it from the bench here. They can see Del Rosario, Marshall Hodge, and Teddy Mullen all warming up here for Tobacco Road. But
yeah, one of the downsides of making those 2 subs at halftime means Tobacco Road only got 1 more the rest of the game, so it'll be interesting to see who manager Cedric Berg decides to put on. Is the Eagles now, one of their classic counterattacks, have been so successful so far today, but an errant pass there from number 7, Kelvin Omundi, just loses the ball.
That was good tracking back there from Moser as Omundi goes down in a heap. It looks like he may have twisted his ankle there.
Yeah, Mwape, certainly a little bit of discomfort. Not sure. Does look like it's his left ankle, Jamie. It's a good eye from up here.
I'd like to think I can see down there. It is quite a distance from our position down to the pitch, but you can tell there no player was near him when he went down.
Great bit of vision there from our very own Jamie Patel. The call of the night so far. Looks like Mwape's back on his feet. Hopefully he'll be all right, stretching out that left leg. Still in a little bit of discomfort, but I think he'll be able to continue tonight. I'm sure the Charlotte Eagles don't want to make any substitutions this early in the second half. This lineup has really just worked out so well for him so far. As Hawthorne get pressured there by Costa. Great header there as Moser passes it back, and now Raisin. Oh, that's certainly a foul there. Is Ray. I think he's asking for a card there. That was a very, very cynical foul.
And he will go in the book.
Yeah, certainly a yellow card there.
Easy decision, have to say.
Oh, yeah. Very easy decision there for the referee. Probably the easiest of the night. As Donnie Sia goes in the book. I think that's the first yellow card for this Eagles team. Him and Tobacco Road's Jonathan Ray, the only 2 players in the book tonight.
First time you really seen Ray being able to run into space in front of him. He's had to run at the defender so far, but he got away from his man there, and he's won inside a dangerous free kick here. And it looks like he may take it as well.
Oh, yeah, I think Ray will certainly be telling his teammates, Mendoza and Allen Wynn, that he wants this ball, and he looks the most likely to take it. With Wynn the other option. Let's see if Ray can put a good ball into the box. It looks like he goes for goal there, just hits the wall. Not the best free kick there from Ray. As Eli Gardner looks to get something going. Hennepel with a late tackle there. He might find himself lucky not to go in the book, the substitute at halftime, but that is his first foul of the game.
Just a late challenge there from Hannipel, his first of the night, but referee seeing that. There was no malice intent there. I don't think he meant to do much harm there. Just trying to win the ball and mistimed his challenge.
Yeah, Hannipel's actually plays on the club team at the University of North Carolina. So it's a little bit of a home game for him, too. He's got a lot of Carolina boys on this field tonight for both teams, really. Interesting to see a guy playing in such a competitive league like this who doesn't even play NCAA soccer, really, playing on the club team instead. But I think that also says a lot about how talented UNC's club team must be if a guy like him can come and not only make the team, but get significant minutes for this Tobacco Road team. This is definitely not his first appearance of the season.
You know, that may have something to do with, academics definitely taking up a lot of time for a lot of these guys who are in college. And, as a student athlete, you have a lot of resources available to you, but some people just don't have that access. And being able to play is important for some of these players. And, you'll play at whatever level you can. And, however you can manage it. So maybe it's a shout at the UNC varsity team.
Some PK appeals there from the crowd as Moser went up to win that header. I think that was the right call from the referee. Definitely not an intentional foul. Both guys just looking to win that header.
Yeah, it looks like Moser just went over the top of his defender and ended up landing on top of him and falling over. But you'd have to say that the defender just stood his ground, wasn't really trying to knock Moser over there.
Yeah, certainly not enough to be a penalty kick. At least you wouldn't hope so from a referee. Need to see a little bit more of a late challenge or unnecessary challenge to really give a penalty kick, especially in a game with it's 3-0 to the Eagles right now. The last thing the Eagles will want would be a soft penalty to give this Tobacco Road team a chance to get back in the game, but the Eagles are threatening again down here as with 13, Gio Bejarano with the throw-in. Big toss there from the right back. James Carroll moved back to his right back position that we've seen him most of the season as he started in the midfield. Maybe a bit of a gamble by Cedric Burke, and it didn't pay off to say the least, Jamie, as Carroll's back in his natural and certainly his favored right back position.
Yeah, a bit possibly an experiment there from head coach Cedric Burke, but it didn't look like he was in the right set of mind there as Eli Garner's brought down.
Yeah. The referee tried to play advantage there for Moser down the wing, but once he realized Moser wasn't going to get to that ball, called it back quickly after that foul on Eli Garner's. Tobacco Road looks to play quickly. Ray with a great run into the middle. Such a speedy player. Great bit of physical play for Ray, and that's a goal! Tobacco Road FC get a very scrappy goal, but a very solid goal through Jonathan Ray. What a great bit of physical play for him to keep battling and shake off all three of his defenders and just slots it past the goalie. 3-1 Charlotte Eagles, but Tobacco Road find themselves right back in this game.
And that's just what they needed from Jonathan Ray, one of their main attacking threats. And like I said, he's kept his composure there and kept going. His aggression there was brilliant, and that's what warranted him to earn the opportunity, and he put it straight past the keeper. Brilliant finish, but great bit of determination to bust through that defense. He powered his way through.
Yeah, that goal right there really epitomizes what kind of player Jonathan Ray is. Great bit of physicality, great bit of determination, and even better skill to put that ball in the back of the net. His goalkeeper, James Powell, for the Eagles, might be a little disappointed he wasn't able to keep that one out as he got a hand on it, but nonetheless, Jonathan Ray with a great goal for his team that really came out of nowhere, and that's been kind of the theme tonight for both teams. Both goals, or all four goals, excuse me, that we've seen tonight have been pretty spontaneous. Two of them off a counterattack for the Eagles, and another one, the first goal of the night, just one of the weirdest goals you'll see in soccer. It looks like a miscued clearance from Tobacco Road, and the ball just somehow trickled in the back of the net. So we've seen some very weird goals, to say the least, tonight, but still, been a very entertaining match of soccer. Oh, as Eli Gardner shouts at the linesman. He's looking for a PK there. He is not happy. Jonathan Ray played a great ball into him as Ray's really found himself getting into this game. I wonder if he had some motivation from his manager at halftime as he looks fired up.
Moser looks dangerous here on the left-hand side, and I'm not so sure that's a foul. He looked like he won the physical battle there against his defender, but the referee calls it back there. Maybe a bit too strong for his man there.
Yeah, if I do offer a bit of criticism for this referee tonight, I think he's done a very solid job, but he has been a bit inconsistent with some of his calls. We've seen some obvious fouls not be called and some so-so fouls be called. So nonetheless, this referee unit has done a pretty solid job tonight, as both teams have really played some physical soccer. Not the biggest teams in the PDL or in the nation, but some good physical battles going on in there tonight. It's been a very entertaining match of soccer.
You can just see how this Tobacco Road side have really gotten back into this and are trying to really get back in referee on some of the calls he's making tonight. But that goal really has lifted this Tobacco Road team's spirit, and they're really back into this match now.
That ball is played dangerously into the box to Mwape. Tobacco Road deals with it very well. Ray and Moser with a miscommunication. Neither player stepped to that ball. It's a good strike there from Ryan Williams. Good save by Hawthorne. Get down on the ground quickly and collect that ball.
Oh, brilliant touch there from Cedric Burke. He might as well put himself on the pitch there, Jacob.
Oh, yeah, give the manager a hand right there. What an exceptional touch from the former Duke soccer player and current manager, Cedric Burke. It's an exceptional bit of skill from the manager. He might sub himself in as we see a substitution. Champe Mendoza comes on the pitch. Number 16, Teddy Mullen. It's like a straight swap as Mullen slides right into the midfield where Mendoza was playing. As Ryan Williams is in here out of nowhere, and he puts it in the goal. Right through Hawthorne's legs. 4-1 Charlotte Eagles, and that's another goal that comes totally against the run of play.
That clearly looked offside to me there. I had no idea how Ryan Williams was in an onside position. He looked like he was a yard in front of his man, and they're protesting that.
Jackson Hawthorne running over to the linesman is having some words with the head referee now, and so is Jason McCartney. Some obvious shouts, and now James Carroll, the captain's come over to the opposite side of the field to have some words with the linesman. Strange scenes here, Jamie. What's your take on that goal? Was that a bad call by the referee or an opportunistic finish, certainly from Ryan Williams?
Not quite sure how the linesman didn't see he was in an offside position. From where we are, it looked like he was clearly off, but linesman decided not to raise his flag, and Charlotte Eagles find themselves 4-1 up, and that's a huge dent into the confidence of this Tobacco Road FC side, who found themselves back in it, but back to where we started at the in the second half. A bit of a strong challenge there from Mr. Williams.
Yeah, the captain Williams having some words with the referee right now.
We have to watch himself here, or he might get booked as well.
But Jamie, we've seen some very interesting goals tonight, and that was another controversial goal through Ryan Williams, who, to Tobacco Road's dismay, looked to be offsides, but wasn't the call. At least not the way the referee saw it. Is the referee looks to go in his book again. Aja Vlasitis, the left back for Tobacco Road, receives a yellow card. The third yellow card of the night, and the second for Tobacco Road.
Well, you can definitely tell that this game is going to get very intense between the players. You can see just absolute frustration between these 22 players between each other. Aja Vlasitis, the latest of the players to go in the book, and he's clearly just shoved the man over there. Pure frustration there. They're not happy to be 4-1 down and feel like justice hasn't been served, surely, from the linesman as that fourth goal went in. They have to keep their heads here, Tobacco Road, as I've said before.
That ball was whipped in perfectly. Just not able to get that header on target. A great delivery for Current Page, the first half substitute. That ball was put on a platter.
Yeah, he had everything. He had a brilliant ball into him, but he couldn't direct that header on target. And that's a chance gone and begging as well there for the Eagles as Ray comes forward here.
Yeah, Ray again looked very menacing in the second half. He certainly got the speech at halftime. He's looked fired up in the second half and has got the lone goal for Tobacco Road so far, as Eli Gardner causing all sorts of havoc in the middle. Charlotte Eagles not dealing with that well is Jonathan Ray. Another push there from number 13, Gio Barajano. No foul by the referee. Corner kick, Jonathan Ray.
No idea the referee has not given a foul there. That was the most clear push you ever see. Two-handed, right in front of the referee, but he gives the corner nonetheless.
Yeah, it looks like two fouls could have been called there, but the referee didn't see it that way with Ray in the middle. Oh, number 13, Moser just wasn't able to get that shot on target as The Eagles look to counter again. A great ball there across field by number 17, Mwape.
That was a good interception there from James Carroll. He had to be there.
Yeah, great bit of defending there from Carroll. Back in his natural right position after starting the game at center mid, and he wins that again. He looks so solid when he's played as a right back. Great bit of skill there from Allen Wynn. Unlucky not to get that ball back. It's Costa flagged off sides. A little bit of a sarcastic applaudance for the referee from the fans and from the players. As Ray is in here out of nowhere. Chooses to play it wide, not happy with himself as Moser gets the ball back. Just isn't able to do anything with it. Ray in the middle of the pitch, just shaking his head at himself, but a great bit of aggression there and determination from Moser. That looked like that ball, or that attack was all but fizzled out, but he applied the pressure and has won his team a corner.
Well, Moser clearly made himself the opportunity there after Tobacco Road lost possession. He forced his way back into the ball and he's won inside a corner. Can they get that second goal and get themselves right back in it yet again?
It's Ray. Corner kick duty once again. Fails to beat man on the front post again. Acrobatic clearance attempt there by Mwape. Mwape knocks the ball out of bounds for a corner, I believe. Got another man down on the field for the Charlotte Eagles team. Not sure who it is right now. Looks like Gio Barahano. 13 for the Charlotte Eagles. Pointing at his left knee. Might have just banged knees or collided with a Tobacco Road player. Looks to be fine as he has a couple words with the physio down there.
The referee's telling me he has to leave the field of play after going down the injury. You know, the referee has to stop playing. He's following his protocol there well. You see João Costa retreating backwards to make numbers back up in the box.
Yes. At least for a few moments, Tobacco Road having a one-man advantage right now as Barahano is forced to leave the field. Good ball in by Ray, but great goalkeeping there by Powell. Snatched that one right out of the air. That's some solid bit of goalkeeping there for Powell, the University of North Carolina goalkeeper. Powell boots this one out. Up towards Costa, whose speed is just causes Tobacco Road defense all sorts of problems tonight. Is no one on Tobacco Road's defensive line wanted to head that ball. They'd be a little bit fortunate that didn't turn into an opportunity.
Looks like Moser has switched sides with Jonathan Ray.
Yes, he has, as Moser's on the right side now on the ball. Garner looking down line, just unable to find his teammate.
Tobacco Road really find some pressure here, just trying to get them any sort of chance to get a second and get within two.
Unlucky there from Eli Gardner. So he looked to beat his man down on the wing. Hannapel on the ball now. McCartney. Hannapel. Sprays it wide. Jonathan Ray on the ball now for Tobacco Road. Great bit of skill there from Ray. Great bit of skill there from Ray to lose his defender. Just knocked it right past him, and his speed just got the better of him.
It was a wonderful bit of play from Ray, and he got past two quite easily and should have maybe got the cross in, but elected to keep going. Ended up losing out, but Tobacco Road had the ball back again.
Yeah, with McCartney on it now. As a Vlasitis, back to McCartney. McCartney so calm in possession. Really grew up playing center mid in his club days. Playing a lot of center back As Moser gets a good ball in there.
Oh,
Good turn there from Eli Gardner. What a great bit of skill there from Gardner to even get a shot off. Good save by Piling in net for the Eagles, but that was another great opportunity.
That was a wonderful, looked like a Cruyff turn almost there from Garner. And he
Great Cruyff turn there.
did well to make the opportunity for himself, but it was a great save from Pyle just to get down and deny Garner from close range.
Hanapel plays a loose pass there. Lucky that wasn't intercepted by Costa. Costa's just hungry for every ball.
That's just an error that you learn not to make at such an early age. Don't play a square ball across the back line.
Yeah,
It's a textbook.
the cardinal sin of soccer, some call it.
Yeah.
Hanapel lucky that and turned into an attack. As Costa looked to pounce on it. Offsides there on Ray, and I know Ray's not going to be happy with that. It's just a few moments ago, we saw this Tobacco Road team contesting the Ryan Williams goal that made it 4-1 here. As that looked like a certain offsides on Williams. But the referee didn't see it that way, and it's 4-1 here for the Charlotte Eagles. It's a close call from the linesman, but obviously he's got the better angle than we do, so got to trust his vision down there. James Carroll with a great bit of skill there. James Carroll has looked so solid at right back since his move there at the end of the first half. His natural position, he's a very solid right back, one of the best in the PDL in my opinion. As Mwape looks to lose his defender with some skill. This game's getting a little bit scrappy. We've seen a lot of late challenges coming flying in.
These players got to be careful not to get themselves sent off, and the challenge is just deemed too rash by the referee. You can go ahead and just go straight for the pocket and send a player off.
It's like a substitution for the Charlotte Eagles. Number 10, Paul Awful, replaces number 12, Cooper Robbins. Our number 12, Lindsey Moreland, excuse me. Got it mixed up on these rosters here, Jamie. We got two different sets of numbers on one of them.
We just got to work with what we got.
Exactly. Exactly. This good ball up to Jonathan Ray. He's looked so menacing in the second half. Really a changed player from his first half performances. He was extremely frustrated with the referee and himself, but he's looked the most dangerous player for this Tobacco Road team by far tonight.
Those balls in towards Ray along the channels allows him to use his skillful bit of play that he does, where he lets the ball run across his body but checks back every now and again, or he'll let it run completely through him and then get into the open space. It really troubles defenders, the way that he handles the ball coming towards him.
Yeah, Ray's a very fun player to watch. He's full of trickery, full of power. Can't really say enough about just how good of a player Ray is. And he's got the potential to get a lot better, in my opinion. Moser just lost that ball, but Tobacco Road wins it back through Hanapel. Hanapel. Good ball to Alan Wynn in the channel from McCartney as McCartney looked very solid back there.
Interesting position for Wynn, as he can't really exploit his pace too much there in the center of the pitch.
It's like Joaquin Del Rosario coming into the game, a guy we talked about in the first half. Surprised not to see him start as he replaces, it's like Teddy Mullen, or Eli Gardner, excuse me. for Tobacco Road. Joaquin Del Rosario, a very tricky player, has started the past 2 games. That's why me and Jamie were a bit surprised not to see him start tonight. You think he's going to make an impact tonight, Jamie?
Well, he has 15 minutes to prove himself. He's a man who scored in the opening match against North Carolina Football Club under 23 side.
Actually had the first game of the season for Tobacco Road, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and he's a tricky customer in Joaquin Del Rosario. We can see what he can pull off here tonight. Maybe inspire this Tobacco Road team to pull off something incredible.
This Del Rosario on the ball right now. Just loses it there. Great bit of skill there from number 7, Kevin Omundi. He's looked really solid tonight. I think both wingers for this Charlotte Eagles team, number 7 Omundi and 17 Mwape, besides Costa, have arguably been the Eagles' most dangerous weapons tonight. As the Eagles have really focused on getting that ball wide and getting some crosses into the box. Williams on the ball. Sends it up towards Costa. Good header there. Mwape fouled there. Oh, excuse me, not fouled there. It looked like that was going to be a foul on Aja Vlasitis, but it's a throw-in instead.
Went down a bit easily there, Mwape, for me. Looked like he was looking for a foul, but the referee clearly didn't think so and didn't give it. And here's Moser.
Moser using his speed. Great defending there. Number 14, Donnie Sia just swept that one from Moser's feet as Moser's down on the ground still. Looks to be a bit shaken up, clutching his right leg. Hopefully he's all right. Didn't look like there was really too much contact there, but still the referee calling for the physios to come on the pitch as Del Rosario and Teddy Mullen comfort Moser right now. Looks to be in a bit of pain down there, Jamie.
Well, it was a late challenge from the defender there for the Charlotte Eagles, and that number 13, Gio Barano, looks questionable tonight. May well have had himself sent off with the challenges he's made, but it seems like a lucky man to stay on the pitch, not for this challenge, but just for his overall fouls and challenges he's made tonight.
Yeah, lucky not to be in the book at least tonight, as Moses going straight to the locker room. As Ibrahim Diop, number 19, replaces Moser, who was a halftime substitute, so it's unfortunate for Moser, who got just about 34 minutes on the pitch tonight. Hopefully he's all right, as Ray looks to deliver this ball into the danger area. Great ball there from Ray. Even better defending from the Eagles defender. As Hanapel pings it back to Carroll. Hey, Jamie, if you're this Tobacco Road team, what's your focus going into this final 10 minutes? You know, it might be a little bit too much to ask to get 3 goals against the Charlotte Eagles team that's looked extremely solid tonight. Are you playing for pride here now? Or are you playing not to run this score up anymore? What's your game plan if you're Cedric Burke down there?
Well, you're playing to the final whistle. You're going to give it your all, and at this point, you're going to have to go all-out attack. It doesn't matter if you concede more. You're still going to end up losing, so you just have to try and get anything from this match. There's no point in trying to limit the goal difference when you're already 4-1 down, so Cedric Burke, I think he's brought on Ibrahim Diouf here, another striker up top with Wynn and Ray. So he's clearly trying to get another goal here out of this match, maybe more, if they have enough time to.
And I'm sure a few of these Tobacco Road players have their minds on a quick turnaround for them, because they got to play again on Saturday against the Carolina Dynamo in Greensboro. So a very quick turnaround for this Tobacco Road team. They've got about 1 day to recover, 1 full day to recover, and they got to get back at it against a Dynamo team that they really destroyed in their home opener 4-0. So maybe a little bit less of an opponent, but still, if they go in and play like this, they're going to find it very, very hard to beat this team. the Carolina Dynamo team, as the Eagles are on the attack again. Good defending there from McCartney. Just knocked that ball away as they look for Ray again up top. Del Rosario battling there in the midfield. Teddy Mullen gets the ball back for his team. Looking for Ray in the middle. Unlucky from Ray on the touch, but his speed almost allowed him to get to that ball as he lets a little scream out down there. He's frustrated with himself. He knows he's capable of a lot better touch than that. It looks like he could have had another opportunity on goal if he could have got that touch how he wanted, but just let him down there.
Looks like Rashawn Dolmer is going to come on for the Eagles. They look to shore up probably their defense and this 4-1 win for them.
Here's Carroll. Errant pass there from Carroll, kicked it straight at the referee, and Lynn was just too far away to get back and be able to win that ball as the ball's booted down towards Hawthorne. As you see, Tobacco Road not looking to play too fast. Unfortunately for them, I think they've kind of accepted this game is not going to end the way they probably want it to unless they can somehow get 3 goals in this final 8 minutes, but that's asking a lot from a team that hasn't played the way they've wanted to really in the past 2 games.
It looks like it may end up being another disappointing night for them unless
As Del Rosario gets his opportunity and is not able to put it away. Del Rosario had a great opportunity to put that one away. He had a similar opportunity last week that he failed to put in the back of the net.
Not sure the referee hasn't given a penalty there. It looked like Del Rosario's shirt was being tugged to the seams.
Certainly did there as Carroll looks to whip across in the middle and just puts that ball behind the goal. But Del Rosario, maybe a decent shout for a penalty there. It didn't look like too much a backlash from Del Rosario himself, instead coming from the crowd and his teammates, but I think he's more disappointed in himself for not putting that one past the goalkeeper, but a very decent save from Powell there as well.
That's not the first time tonight that a Tobacco Road player's shirt has been pulled by the opposing players in the box, so many shouts at penalties for Tobacco Road, but referee just hasn't deemed any of them a foul.
As Rashawn Palmer replaces number 13, Gio Barajano, had a very solid game tonight as the right back for the Eagles. Sure he'll be pleased with his performance. As Mwape, with great bit of skill and great bit of physicality to keep that ball. He's one of the smallest players on this pitch, and he was making that look easy.
Bit of showboating there from Mwape, and Ash Velasquez is not having any of that.
Not at all. This Eagles team certainly full of confidence. Oh, it was a great strike there. Number 7, Kelvin Omundi. And Hawthorne forced to make a save late in this game.
And it was a good stop in the end. Omundi managed to wriggle away from the defender and get a decent effort on target, but it's a save that Hawthorne should be making.
Certainly a save that Hawthorne himself expects to make, and really any goalkeeper at this level should be making, as that ball was really shot right at his chest. Not much of a reaction needed there. As Hawthorne just signaled his defenders to push up. A little bit less than 6 minutes to play here in Durham, North Carolina. Charlotte Eagles up 4-1 on the Tobacco Road FC. It's like going to be 2 consecutive losses for Tobacco Road and 7 goals conceded in the past 2 games. If this scoreline stays the same. Oh, unlucky touch there from Omundi, as he looked to be in there and have another opportunity on goal. Might be disappointed with himself that he didn't get an opportunity. As Hawthorne just boots this one forward. Jonathan Ray Good ball there. Good cross from Teddy Mullen. Good bit of combination play there from Ray and Mullen to get a cross in the box. And first time tonight that we see someone else besides Jonathan Ray taking this corner, and Allen Wynn. Wynn just chooses to deliver it. Unlucky strike there as that ball was headed towards goal. After Teddy Mullen struck it well. Like a clean strike from up here. It sounded very solid as a Charlotte Eagles defender is down in the back.
Not quite sure how the referees missed that. That looked like a handball.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a handball from up here as number 4, Douglas Oliveira, who's been very solid back there for Charlotte tonight, is just down on the pitch right now. Not sure if he got hit in the head or the chest, or maybe just got the air knocked out of him. That was a rocket right into his body.
May have even disguised that handball as an injury as he went down. It looked like it either hit him in the face or the hand, but there were quite a few appeals in the box there from Tobacco Road for another penalty, but still the referee waves play onwards.
Definitely is. Seems like as soon as that play was sorted out, Oliveira was quick to get up with Ray with the corner. In towards McCartney. McCartney is not able to sort that ball out as it's cleared out by the Eagles. As Velocity looks to get this ball back in the danger area. Allen Wynn with a great win for Jonathan Ray. As Curran Page does well to get that ball behind for a corner. This Eagles team's on the back foot in the final few minutes of this match. Not unexpected, really, as I'm sure they've let off the gas a little bit. As number 11, Ashley Sabisi, comes on the pitch for number 17, Mataya Muwape. Had a very solid outing for his team tonight. Ray with the corner in towards the win. Good clearance there by the substitute. Hannapel looked to get that ball in. Just wasn't able to get it past that first defenders. Teddy Mullen knocks that one out of bounds for an Eagles throw-in. Jamie, about 2 minutes left in this game. Not a very good performance from Tobacco Road. I'm sure they'd be quick to say the same thing. Got a quick turnaround on Saturday. If you're Cedric Burke, the manager, what's your message after your game to this team to get them refocused to go again on Saturday against a team that they really handled very easily as the first home game of the year?
If I'm Cedric Burke, I'm telling my players, do better. Play your style of football. Don't try and situate your play based on the opposition. Play how you want to play, and things will come off for you. Because tonight, I don't think Tobacco Road have really had a real game plan. They didn't know how to handle the Eagles, and they looked overwhelmed at every counter-attack. They just have to be more cautious when they're going forward, not to commit too much and allow for easy counters for the Charlotte Eagles to pounce on. It looked like every time the Eagles counter-attacked on them, they had very few numbers back. So maybe a bit more cautious with how far forward they get their players, but also playing a brand of football that they can be proud of and playing with confidence. They didn't look too confident in the first half, and that's what cost them.
Great bit of managerial advice from our own Jamie Patel up here. He might have a managerial career in his future.
I wouldn't count on it.
I think you do a great job, Jamie. That was some great advice. I totally agree with what you said. Just didn't look like Tobacco Road. Just whatever their game plan may have been, just didn't really execute it. I'm sure they were prepared and knew what this Eagles team wanted to do. There was definitely not shy of the fact that this Eagles team is one of the best in the South Atlantic Division, tied for first place with Nashville SC U23. So just an unfortunate night, but that's 2 unfortunate games in a row, and Tobacco Road wants to get their season back on course. They're going to have to figure this out as they head down to Greensboro in just less than 48 hours. It's Williams on the ball.
And it's going going to be a tough asking for them away as well, because the Dynamo aren't going to want a repeat of the last time out. The 4-0 thumping from Tobacco Road. They're not going to want to be on the receiving end of that, especially in front of the home crowd. They lost 6-1 to North Carolina FC's first team in the Lamar Hunt US Open Cup, ending their cup run early. And after their dismal display against a side that are much better than them in terms of quality and how high they are in the division, oh, that's a red card. Surely. That's a red card, surely.
That's certainly a red card. As Evan Kraus is just kicked so unnecessarily from the Charlotte Eagles substitute.
He's got to go off here.
He's got to go off. Looks like number 9, Kasi Neo Farson, has been sent off for what was just a stupid play there. So unnecessary. Charlotte Eagles team 4-1 up. That's a retaliation you might expect from a team that's 4-1 behind, not 4-1. Not holding a 4-1 advantage, Jamie. That's shocking bit of play there. That's very dangerous and very unnecessary from the Eagles.
He's been a naughty boy there. That's completely unnecessary and just frustrates this Tobacco Road side even more. That they've definitely played, you could say, a cleaner game, not had too many poor challenges, but that's just not necessary, and he's rightly sent off there. Straight red card for him.
To put it really in simplest context, that was just stupid from Noah Farson. There was no need for him to do that. I'm shocked, really, to see someone like him do that. As this Eagles team's look really composed all night and really calm and throughout the whole game.
And I'm just surprised that their manager isn't upset with him. He looked like he was just having a few understanding words with him there, but you can't excuse behaviour like that. He's went to possibly harm the player there, kicked at him.
Certainly, Kraus could have broken his leg there. It was a full blown kick right into his lower shin, and I know they wear shin pads, but trust me, guys, he felt that one. That one hurt. He's still limping a little bit out there.
That was not nice at all from the Eagles man.
There's Del Rosario. A little flick back to Carroll. Him and Carroll have combined well since Del Rosario's come on. Just haven't been able to put any end product together, and that's just really been the story of this Tobacco Road season in the past 2 games. As the match ends 4-1 in favor of the Charlotte Eagles, we saw a late red card from Noah Farson with a lashing out on Evan Kraus. Just kicked him in the shin. Bit of controversy to end the game, but a 4-1 defeat for this Tobacco Road team as they dropped 2 games in a row, let up 7 goals altogether. Haven't been able to find the back of the net and haven't been solid in defense. What's your final thoughts on this match, Jamie?
Well, the Charlotte Eagles came here with a game plan, and that was to frustrate Tobacco Road FC, and they did a brilliant job of it. And they took their chances on the counter. Reminds me a lot of a Jose Mourinho team with how their manager set it up. They withstood all the pressure from the home side and then took their chances on the break, looked to counter-attack and to devastating effect. And that man, João Costa, he was dangerous again tonight, involved in nearly every single goal.
As the Charlotte Eagles pick up another 3 points in the PDL, improved to 3-0 on the year, 9 points on the season. Certainly have sole possession of first place now. It's Tobacco Road, 1 win, 1 tie, and 2 losses now on the year, as they were sitting on 5th place at the beginning of this match. It can only really get worse for them after a disappointing defeat, only 4 points on the season. I want to thank our sponsors again, Roca's Welding, located here in Durham, and Emerge Orthopedics, providing the athletic trainers at the game tonight. The Tobacco Road players just applaud their fans. Had a really good outing tonight, really good support. Tobacco Road with a quick turnaround as they head down to Greensboro for a 7 p.m. matchup against the Carolina Dynamo on Saturday. For Jacob Turner and Jamie Patel, we enjoyed the match tonight. We hope y'all enjoyed listening, and we see you next time for Tobacco Road FC Soccer.